What's going on? It's Frank back with another Frank Look At, and today we're doing something a bit different. Um, kind of how we did the Frank Look Ats in past, where we're talking about a topic, we're talking about something that's happening in the world today, and we're going to talk about it. And today we're talking about the World Cup draw that happened today. Um, the first thing that we're going to talk about is the draw itself took forever. Like the time before we got to the draw was insanely long. It was just a bunch of rich billionaire CEO type people sucking each other off, really. I thought it was pretty stupid. But that's whatever. I do think people are overreacting though on social media. Um, saying, "Oh, the United States is Americanizing everything with the World Cup. We have a halftime show now. That's so stupid." Really, not the end of the world. If you don't want to watch a halftime show, don't watch it. I'm not a big halftime show person, but the end of the world at the end of the day. I did think it was stupid that President Trump got a Medal of Peace by FIFA. What the hell is that about? Who gave FIFA the right to give out medals of peace? Um, then another thing that people were making fun of Wayne Gretzky for butchering some of the countries he drew. Like, oh, that's just the American education system. He's not American for one, but shows you just have a big American bias. And I have my own American bias as an American, but come on, it's not as deep as I'm making. I never thought I would actually miss having Sepp Blatter as the FIFA president because the corruption is insane with everything going on with FIFA. But that's just talking about that's talking about the let's actually talk about what we care about, the group stages of the FIFA World Cup. So we're gonna go group by group. I'm just gonna give you my brief, very crappy opinion, not very good, in-depth analysis of each group, and we'll go from there. That'll be the remainder of the video. So Group A consists of Mexico, South Africa, South Korea, and then the winner of the European playoff of Czechia, Denmark, the Republic of Ireland, and North Macedonia. Let's start with the playoff team from Group A first. I think it's Czechia gonna win. It's either gonna be Czechia or Denmark, but I would love the Republic of Ireland or North Macedonia to win their playoff group and make it into Group A. As for the group itself, I'm not gonna talk about what third place teams are gonna go through because that's a whole bunch of other bullshit. I think it's going to be Mexico, and I think it's going to be South Korea. I don't think whatever playoff team qualifies, I don't think they're going to win. So I'm going to go Mexico and South Korea. I also have a very soft spot for South Korea because I support Tottenham. And my son played for Tottenham for a long time. Group B consists of Canada, Qatar, Switzerland, and the winner of the other European playoff of Wales, Italy, Bosnia, and Northern Ireland. Let's talk about the winner of the playoffs first. I'm gonna go one out of left field. I'm gonna go Wales. I don't think Italy's gonna make it through. I think Italy's gonna be out of another World Cup. I don't know how real that's gonna happen, if that will actually happen, but that's just what I'm going for. So it'll be Canada, Wales, Qatar, and Switzerland. I'm going. I'm gonna give. I'm gonna go for Canada here. I'm gonna have Canada and Switzerland get out of the group. I don't think Qatar is good enough. And as for the playoff teams, I don't know I don't know really how good any of them are. If Italy makes it, then that could be an issue. But if I really don't know what's going to happen with that group. But let's give the hosts some love and go Canada. Group C is Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland. This is a fun group. Poor Haiti has got some good teams in that group. Oh, excuse me. Brazil and Morocco are probably the two headliners of that group. Morocco is easily the best team in Africa. Then you got Scotland. Who hasn't been in a World Cup since 1998? The most Scotland performance it would be they would lose to Haiti and then somehow defeat Brazil 4-0. But I'm just gonna be very basic as the two winners. I'm going Brazil and Morocco for this one. I think one of these teams, one of the third place teams, will get the Group C spot, or sorry, one of the Group C teams will get a third place spot. But I'm not gonna go into that. Group D is the United States, Paraguay, Australia, and then the winner of Slovakia, Turkey, Kosovo, Romania. Pretty sure it's Romania off the top of my head. So for the playoff, I'm gonna go with Turkey. Then as for who's gonna win this group, I think from those four teams, I think they're all pretty equal, like very middle of the pack teams. I do think, having a bias, I'm American, I'm gonna have my bias. I think the United States is better than them, and I think we should win our group. But I also can see there being a lot of draws in group, and I also see three teams coming out of this group. By the way, but if we're just picking two, I'm gonna go USA and Australia. Next we got Group E with Germany, Curacao, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ecuador. I see this just being Germany and Ecuador. Ecuador is deceptively very strong right now, and I really like how they have been playing. I would like Cote d'Ivoire to get through. I don't even like Curacao to do well. But if Germany somehow doesn't make this out of this group or finishes third, then there's some big issues with the German Federation if that happens. I don't see it happening though. Group F is the Netherlands, Japan, Tunisia, and then another European playoff of Ukraine, Poland, Sweden, and Albania. I don't know who was gonna win this. I want Ukraine to win, but I also know that they're probably not. I don't know. I don't know who's. I think it's just gonna be. I think it's not gonna matter though. I think it's gonna be Netherlands, Japan. Japan's pretty strong and looking one of the best teams outside of Europe. Group G consists of Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand. The second place team is going to either be Egypt or Iran. I see Belgium being better than the other two. As much as I would love New Zealand to go through, and I have a very soft spot for New Zealand, as I am very good. I've always got the bar trivia question of the undefeated team in World Cup was New Zealand. They had 3 ties. Spain had a loss in that World Cup. I would like New Zealand to do well. I really would. But I don't think. Group H is Spain, Cape Verde, Saudi Arabia, and Uruguay. I see this being Spain and Uruguay. Cape Verde, I don't see it happening. You know, but Saudi Arabia on their day could be pretty good, and they could also, you know, maybe be one. But I don't want to get too much. But I'm going Spain and Uruguay in that group. Group I is France, Senegal, Norway, and then the winner of Iraq, Suriname, and Bolivia. And I actually have Iraq. I have Iraq? I don't know who I have actually in this group, in the playoff group coming out. But this group is the one that I think is the group of death. France, Senegal, and Norway are insanely strong teams to be in the same group together. And that playoff team, none of them are that bad. So that's going to be. I think that is if you could even call anything a group of death in this World Cup with the extended World Cup, it would be Group I. This France, Senegal, and Norway alone is the group that I was happy as the United States that we didn't get Senegal or Norway. Those were the ones that I was like, that's going to be rough. Next we got Group J with Argentina, Algeria, Austria, and Jordan. I think Jordan is the worst team in this group. I think it's going to be Argentina, Algeria, and Austria fighting for those top 2 positions. And I'm actually going to give it to Argentina and Algeria. And then Austria is probably going to be a 3rd place team. But once again, I'm not doing much any of those. Group K is Portugal, Uzbekistan, Colombia, and then the winner of Jamaica, DR Congo, and New Caledonia. As for the playoff team, I'm going for DR Congo, and the reason is I just think Jamaica's confederation is a complete mess. I honestly don't. I wish I knew a bit more about them, but I don't. So I'm going to go DR Congo as the playoff team in that group. And this group, I think, is actually deceptively pretty wide open. Uzbekistan kind of flew under the radar and like dominated World Cup qualifying. Colombia is usually pretty good, and then Portugal is Portugal. I even think Democratic Republic of the Congo could, throw some people for a loop. I think this group is going to be. I think Group K is actually one of the more interesting. Like, I don't know. I could see it having more than one way. Maybe I'm on the Uzbekistan train. Maybe I'm Uzbek at heart, but I don't know. Get this. Give me Uzbekistan and Colombia as second and first place in that group. I know it's wild. Maybe I'm just a European hater, really. Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, and Panama. I'm going England and Croatia. I think Ghana can win on their day, but I think England and Croatia are just too strong of teams. And yeah, this has been my very crappy analysis of the World Cup groups. It's a frank look at though. It's fun. We get to look at something. I want to get back to doing types of frank look at. Talk about something. But yeah, this is my crappy frank look at. Don't hate me, please. Please don't hate me. I'm just some random guy with horrible analytical skills when it comes to soccer. I just love the sport. So don't hate me and enjoy the frank look at. Peace.